How's it, guys? I go by the name of Apendule. I'm back in here. It's another day, man. Uh, this weekend, bro, like I went to the funeral on Thursday and until Sunday. So we drove down with some of the fam. Um, the other half of the fam went ahead of us, like the week, I think a week before us. And then we went on the Thursday. And then the Friday, we were there, preparations and stuff. And then the Saturday was the funeral. And then the Sunday was the drive back. So this led me, man, to speak on family, the importance of family. I mean, I saw a lot of family when I went down to EC, to Eastern Cape. That's my hometown, Butterworth. In Xhosa they call it Ikuwa. So we were there this weekend, and that's when my grandmother's funeral was taking place, and we put her to rest. And I think what was nice about the whole experience was the coming together of family. Seeing people you haven't seen in a very long time. I was shocked by this other guy, man. I last saw him when I was like hi, and I didn't recognize him. Like I felt bad for that because he was there and I saw him and I really didn't know who he was. Like I just greeted him like, oh yeah, kunjani, yabo. And I didn't really talk because we were in and out and I was greeting everyone else and everything. And then we were chilling in the flat, even we were having a conversation with the rest of my other cousins. And he was like quiet, He's a quiet guy when he's not under the influence. He's a quiet guy in general, so he was just sitting there. And when we went outside, we were helping out, so taking stuff out of the fridge. And then he hollered at me and he was like, I'm sure you don't remember who I am, right? I'm like, wait, what you mean? I'm like, what's your name? Because I didn't ask him his name. So I asked him now, like, what his name is. And then he told me his name. And I was like, oh, like, yo, like it was mind-blowing. It was like crazy. But anyway, it's raining, hectic outside. Yeah, man, that was what was going on, and it was so funny to me because I was like, I didn't recognize this guy because he also grew out his hair and everything, and he looked, slim and different, man. So it was nice, man, seeing the family, just in a nutshell, extended as well. At the funeral was very full. It was packed. There was a lot of support that was going on there. And the event went well, the service went well, everything went well, man. Everything went well. So I'm happy about that. I'm very happy about that. But I'm also very happy that I got to meet fam, man. Like, yo, it's mind blowing when you realize I haven't seen people for so many years. Because years just pass by, years just go, and you don't realize how much time has passed until you get back home and you're like, whoa. Look how old this kid is, or look how old this guy is. So yeah, man, I want to speak on the importance of family. I know there's some people out there who don't link up with their family much. And from the experience that I had this weekend, it actually gave me a certain type of healing. It gives me a certain type of healing every time I go home. Because I'm here in this city life, and going day by day with everything. And basically living my own life, my solo dolo life, you know what I'm saying? So when you go back home, there's a certain healing, man, that happens because everyone is just at peace with the situation. Like everyone's at peace when they're there because no one is now stressing anymore. So everyone kind of wants to release, their stresses or whatever. So it's always fun as well because you guys are coming together for common purpose. Like, you meet up and you guys want to have fun, you want to leave your stresses behind, you want to have fun with the family because since you guys were young, you guys knew each other and you guys used to play together and stuff. So when there's that meeting, it always brings out that thing, So I had a lot of fun. I always have fun when I'm there, man. I usually go there in December. So when I'm there in December, I always have a blast. I make sure I have a blast because life's short, first of all. Second of all, man, like, it's like the only time one has to really just, live and be young and be free, you know, be wild and free. Yeah, man. Keep your family close, guys. Keep your family close, man. Like, start appreciating those moments. I think some of us don't appreciate our families. We don't appreciate the moments that we share. Whenever there's like events, occasions, whether it be Easter holidays or whether it be December holidays or whether it be Christmas or whether it be whatever it is that is set out for us to go out and have a holiday, I think like consider seeing fam, man, you know. I know some of us wanna go on vacations and do ABC, and that's okay, but some of y'all haven't seen your family in probably like 5 years or something, and we don't understand how much effect that has on our mental. Because there was a time, I think last year, I didn't go home the whole year. So I remember the year after that, like I had a lot of what is it when you miss home? But yeah, I had that, okay, and I missed everybody. I missed being there. Like, I for once missed it. That was the first time I actually appreciated it, and I actually like missed it. So the following year, when I finally went, that's when I really enjoyed it, because I was like, well, I haven't been here in 2 years, basically. So yeah, man, it's very important, guys. Make sure that you keep each other close, keep each other in contact, because life separates us and life splits us in many different directions, and we don't really have the time or, you know, have the space to go ahead and find each other, you know. Now we've been blessed with things such as social media, whereby you can go ahead and find somebody by typing their name or even typing a surname and just searching and seeing a person's name and their face. So that's how now the coming together is happening in this age. I'm sure like back in the day when somebody went to like the other side of the world, you probably will never see him again. That's how some of our family members came together. You know, I know with my uncle as well. He was found on Facebook, and he has been like AWOL for many years. So now it was a reuniting, and it was like exciting and it was nice. And now he's in our lives, you know. We're actually traveling with him to Eastern Cape and back. So just things like that, man. Use the stuff to the opportunities. Like I said to the last video, like use what we have, you know, the access to information, the access to internet. You know, the internet is filled with a lot of things, you know, not just information and research, but it's got things like social media whereby you can connect with people all around the world. Everybody's interconnected, so it's wonderful, you know. So you can find your families when you feel like you don't have, because there's no way nobody has any family. And I always wondered how the poor people and stuff, where their families are, like how are they there in that position like that, you know. And it just gets me thinking, man, there's no community around them, and they're alone and they're poor. There's nobody to reach out, there's nobody to help them. And families bond, man. It keeps you guys together. It's like you guys are bond for life. You have no choice. Like, that's your family, you know. Your brother is your brother, your sister is your sister, whether you like it or not. You know, your parents are your parents. So it's kind of like the limbs that you're born with, and whether you like it or not, it's with you. I mean, you can always change friends, you can always change relationships, you can always change jobs, you can always, you know, change gym memberships, whatever, but you can't change family. You know, family stays and remains, and it's a matter of, are you guys gonna make peace with it, or are you guys gonna continue in turmoil with it? Are you guys gonna reject it? But whatever you do, you guys are still fam, and there's nothing you can do about it, because it's like by blood, it's by birth. You're born into that family, so rather make it work. And that's the beautiful thing as well, like just knowing you guys are blood, knowing that you guys are together, bond by the birth and the blood that ties in, you know, within you guys. there's like a certain connection that happens. There's a certain connection within all of us. So there's also a greater understanding and a greater background, environment, all of that. So you can go all around the world, but when you come back to your fam, it's like they know you. It's like they know you better than anybody else. So I wanted to just discuss this, man, because this weekend I really appreciated the moment, and I just wanted to share it. I don't want to make this video too long, because I'm not really going deep into this whole thing. I'm just sharing my opinion on this topic, because I think some of us don't realize the blessings we have. We don't realize what's around us. We don't realize who's around us and who we can turn to. Because even the brother that I told you guys about, who was depressed, hasn't been in contact with his fam, and for the first time in a long time he was in contact again. And his family was actually even mad that he hasn't been in contact with them, and that he's going through what he's going through and they know nothing about it. So they probably would have been able to help him out, even with the struggles that he had. He probably would have had a place to stay, or some clothing or something, because you're not gonna leave your blood stranded. I mean, he still has a grandmother around. Which grandmother is gonna leave their grandchild to struggle? As long as they're around, he still has his dad, and which father is gonna just throw him away? No matter what the past is, or what troubles you guys have with your family, what turmoil you guys have, I think you need to come to a place of understanding that you need these people regardless, and they are your ride or die, your for real ride or die, because you guys are bonded by birth. So I know there's family issues sometimes, and there's drama and all of that, and sometimes some people can resent their families. I've seen some people who have some grief from their families, and they don't connect, they don't meet up, they don't talk, they don't do anything because of the drama in there and bitterness and all of that. And it just makes it worse, man, because you become more and more alone the more you guys separate. And that's just the basis of it, because friends can come and go, I think some of you guys have seen that in your lifetime. Friends come and go. If you think you got your friends, probably 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, they may go. And not just because they fought with you and it's by choice, but sometimes life can break you guys apart. But family, nothing can break it apart. So just think about that, just think about that. You guys cannot be separated no matter where you are. So just try to make peace, man. Try to make peace. Try to make peace with everybody around you, but especially your family. And so that you guys can live in the household in peace, because you guys are in the household, but there's bitterness and there's destruction within this household, and it's not making you live well. It's not making you live in peace. So rather just make peace in the fam home, man, and try build a chemistry, try build a relationship, and because it's gonna last forever, so rather make it count. That's what I always think. So yeah, man, otherwise I think I'm gonna cut it short for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really wanna get this ball rolling, because sometimes I'm stuck in terms of what topic to talk about, because I see that some of you guys respond to certain videos more than others, such as the relationship one was responded to the most, the religion, the bit of the depression. So I kind of understand that, yes, these are the pivotal things that happen. So I think I want to just build a discussion. So let's talk about it, let's build a discussion around it, and send me your topics, what you want me to talk about, what you want us to talk about, and maybe any Q&As, because I want to do a Q&A video whereby I read your guys' questions and I try to answer them as honest as possible. So you can just ask me anything. Just ask me, and let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. I think that'll be fun. That's something I always wanted to do, honestly, because when I just talk, I feel like I'm talking to myself, and I think it's nice when we have like a back and forth. You know, it's really fulfilling. So let's do that, and send in your Q&As, whether it's on the status, I mean on the comment list, or on my social media. I mean, I have my social media handles on my my description. So just check the description, it's down there below. That's where my social media handles are. So just be sure to check that and connect with me, and let's talk about it, man. And yeah, for now, I want to break fast. And actually, I left my laptop in bedroom, so I might have to like quickly go get it so I can come back and edit. So yeah, thanks, man. Peace and love. Stick up, chisa, in my leg.